Para 15.
My lord. At page 87, ma'am. The issue pertaining to scope of judicial review of correctness of key answer has been considered by this court time and again. This court has entertained such challenges on very limited ground and are always given due weight to the opinions of subject experts. A three-judge bench of this court in Kanpur University versus Samir Gupta had occasion to consider medical test. The High Court, while considering the challenge of the candidates to various...
No, that's right. They have taken note of...
my lord. Then para 16, my lord.
Include one from Bihar, which paragraph 15, which is different from the plaster. And then, lastly, para 19. Please read it out.
The key answers prepared by the paper setter or the examining body is presumed to have been prepared after due deliberations. To err is human. There are various factors which may lead to framing of the incorrect key answers. The publication of key answers is a step to achieve transparency and to give an opportunity to candidates to assess the correctness of their answers. The objections to the key answers are to be examined by the experts and thereafter corrective measures, if any, should be taken by the examining body. In the present case, we have noted that after considering the objections, final key answers were published by the commission. Thereafter, several writ petitions were filed challenging the correctness of the key answers adopted by the commission. The High Court repelled the challenge, accepting the views of the experts. The candidates still unsatisfied have come up in this court by filing these appeals. This court, while hearing these appeals, found substance in some of the submissions raised before us. An appellant satisfied this court that certain answers need re-examination by experts. This
existence. Added to it would be that within a time frame, it should not disturb the academic schedule.
My lord, it cannot be.
Let's see.
It was the first instance, my lord, examination.
You also want to cite Vijay Singh.
Vijay Singh, my lord, we could not. My lord, para 15, it's there, my lord, in the middle somewhere. Para 15 of Rajesh Kumar and the state versus state of the Bihar. 2013 for SEC, my lord. It will be page 696.
Para 15.
Para 15, my lord, in the middle. E. On the right hand margin, my lord, you find E. The High Court has appealed.
What we read in the plus.
My lord,
and Vijay, it has been summarized. Where it is? You have brought it.
2018 only, my lord. We could not get it here, my lord.
Vijay, they say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It has been. That is also 2018 only.
I would not remember the year.
So I'll sum up by submitting.
Until now, we have relied on Richel and Vijay.
My lord. That judicial appointment.
All right. So you give a list of those questions where the answers are defective, which requires a rechange. We'll put it to the BPSC.
And my lord, there is no question of any inconvenience. That is their job.
No. That inconvenience to I mean, at what level? Inconvenience to students who believe. I mean, their statement should be taken note of.
The inconvenience that they are pleading, my lord, the commission. That it will get you.
That we'll see.
That does not hold any.
Let's see. Yes, Mr. YouTuber. तो फिर इनको कब शुरू करने कहेंगे? अब आज के बाद तो हम सुनेंगे.
I have still my objection in hearing him.
No, Mr. Shahi.
This is my lordship. This. Base my argument on the doctrine of legitimate expectation.
Doctrine of legitimate expectation. All right.
Point number 2, I will base my argument. Apart from the violation of Article 49 and 60, there is violation of Article 21.
You don't have a legitimate expectation of anything. Legitimate expectation of there is no
legitimate last point, there is a systemic failure which I will prove through the judgment which Supreme Court in Vanshika.
Yes.
I would like to say, on what basis Supreme Court reached to the conclusion that there was no system. quick leakage of the paper. It reached to the conclusion on the basis of the data analysis, and this data analysis was done by the IIT Chennai.
We have observed it in the earlier part of the discussions.
So the same point.
Mr. What is your name?
Pragesh Prasunso. Pragesh.
Being heard, but otherwise we are of the view, cutting across all these technical formalities, that we will hear you. But if you repeat,
I'm not repeating, sir, but
we have read, for your satisfaction, we have read Vanshika, we have read Tanvi, we have read all other cases that you cite.
I'm just saying, sir. I'm just saying. Just give me 2 minutes, sir. I'm just saying.
2 minutes, right, by watch. We can extend it by 1 more minute. Yes.
So in that particular judgment, the Supreme Court has the right of comparison of data of each particular center year by year, previous 2 years. What my submission is that in the second re-examination, 4th January, the success ratio 19.6% on an average. But if we look at the success rate of 22 centers in aggregate, that may spike to 22. That's why in Delhi the success rate is higher. Also, this is not a one-off event. In Delhi, always the success.
Yes. 2 minutes more. Yes.
My lordship, in this particular case, what happened? This result have been prepared. Two different exams have been taken, and this result have been prepared by merging the raw marks. This is where this entire problem has arisen.
Merging the
raw marks of the two examination. The combined merit list have been prepared on the basis of raw marks obtained by the candidate from the
wrong marks. What do you mean by wrong marks?
Wrong marks means what they actually what they have obtained in the examination. But my lordship, here the problem is that whenever examination takes place on 2 different sections, it is practice, then there has to be some methodology adopted. I would like to place my reliance on the very celebrated judgment of the constitutional bench, Sanjay Singh versus UPPSC, in which the only methodology was flawed, the entire result was cancelled. Only the formula was flawed. What I'm trying to say, my lordship, in this but point here is that, my lordship, 90 marks for section 2, on 4th of January, and 90 marks from section 1, that is on 13th December. These are not same. Well, on private side, it may appear this numerically this is same, but it's not, my lordship. This is what I'm going to prove, my lordship. My lordship. Yes, my lordship, on 13th December in Patna itself, there were more than 60 centers. None of the
Mr. Pragesh, this aspect is in our mind. This is in our mind, and therefore we have, let the BPSC answer. Now we are aware of that.
Now I would like to submit one more thing. NTA publishes result on the basis of this normalization methodology, and they says that when the examination held on multiple sessions, on the second page, my lord, sir, or the second set of sites, it is written that when the examination is held on multiple sets, then there has to be some methodology adopted. They have yes, they have relied on this.
You've raised
what I'm trying to say, my lord, in 4th January session, there were absolute number 1165 candidates were selected.
You've raised such a big issue. The question is that the answers are wrong. The framing of question is wrong. You are asking for this kind of exercise for normalization.
No, sir, I'm not asking of. We cannot publish a combined merit list from the two different sets of students which were assessed on two different level of paper.
No.
What I'm trying to say,
you cannot postulate like this. You can only say that it is always better if two sets of examinations are taken on two different dates with different questions. Therefore, normalization should be done.
My apologies, my lordship. What I'm trying to say, in absolute number, my lordship, 1165 candidates have been selected from the 4th January. Genuine students who have been from 13 December batch, they have been denied the rightful admission to write a mains examination. In that perspective, I would like to say put an example. In 2014 UPSC examination, the rank 1 air single has secured rank 1, but she got only 1 marks above the cutoff. That's why there are many genuine students, more than 600, 700 from 13 December batch, they have been denied the rightful admission because of this faulty proposal, my lordship. This is what, and this systemic failure is completely brought up by the BPSC itself. This I will prove, my lord, if you allow. All right. I am going to prove, my lord. This was
The commission created disturbance.
Yeah, my lord. This is not by mere chance. This is not by mere coincidence. This was a deliberate attempt by the commission to create a chaos at that particular center. I know, my lord, this is a very serious allegation, but I will defend it, my lord.
They don't take notice of it. Anyway, that's over the process. We'll get to apart from this. This is good that you have pointed out. Yes.
One more point, my lordship. In Bapu Pariksha Pursa Center, the seating arrangement was made in the 273. And SOP, it is very categorically pointed out that in any room there cannot be a student without 12, multiple of 12. Not taken before the conducting examination, while it is had completely taken. In fact, when BPSC had a reassessment of this entire situation after the conducting examination, in that particular report, they have never mentioned that there are 273 students sitting in that particular room.
We do not accept this argument. You may suggest this, but we are not accepting this argument. We have accepted what you have said, what made sense to us. Right? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Are you a technical person by profession?
Sir, I am a BTech engineer.
You're a BTech engineer.
All right. But I have written BPSC examination 5 times. I've appeared in interview also.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Come here. The mic here is better. Or if you find yourself convenient.
I'll aptly summarize, my lord, their argument to say that if much ado about nothing.
Mister, why are you opening the
PIL. My lordship, I'll straightway refer to a division bench judgment which has considered, my lord, the role of a wayfarer in espousing the cause of the applicants. Public interest litigation wala. तुम्हारे साथ भी प्रॉब्लम है, भाषण देने से तुमको
आपने तो फोटोकॉपी रखा है ना दो आपने कॉपी रखा है ना, दो दो।
हाँ
नहीं, जिसमें
यार मैं पढ़ा हूँ नहीं, बहुत मुश्किल है तुम्हारे साथ।
on which you have objections, which has not been clear, and give it to us by today, by evening. And any sequence that you want to say, any, just do that. And Mr. Giri, that's true for you also. जो भी क्वेश्चन की गड़बड़ी है वो हमें लिस्ट करके देते हैं।
क्या अलग से भी लिख
अलग से जो भी आपका पॉइंट समराइज करके एक जगह लिख दीजिए। So that we do not miss on to any one of your contentions. Short, 5 pages questions, and otherwise 1 or 2 pages on your paragraph. Keep it limited to 5 pages, 7 pages.
हम आपको रिलाई कर रहे हैं। आप
Outer limit 10, not beyond, by tomorrow. Outer limit 10 pages. So that we don't open the files again.
I'll give that judgment, my lordship.
That was very important. We wanted to hear that. Is it the same process of juggling the questions?
My lordship.
BPSC is having some problems.
If my friend is appearing for commission, it's a different matter. We can appear for commission and appear for the government or appear for both. So I don't think the state should
prevail upon the government to cancel the exam, and that
Our government role will, my lord, start when BPSC makes recommendation. I believe, my lord, my friend is aware of these principles.
I'm on different one. Order of duty to see that Public Service Commission functions well. Government is not a part of the Public Service Commission. Not the Public Service Commission. Not the Public Service Commission is a part of the government. Both are independent entities. I will consider this aspect.
that's all right. I mean, I do not find any flaw in this.
Yes, see, a separate constitutional body. Government is sovereign power. Now, if we इनका तो रोल रिकमेंडेशन के बाद आता है गवर्नमेंट
गवर्नमेंट के फंक्शनरी नहीं है, गवर्नमेंट के वकील हैं और यहाँ बीपीएससी के वकील हैं। अभी ये कौन सा ऑब्जेक्शन है? ये ऑब्जेक्शन
नहीं कह रहे हैं, हम कह रहे हैं।
देखिए साहब,
आजकल इनका ना
हम पेटी वो ऑब्जेक्शन आप करिएगा। He appears as a
में कहा कि दोनों की तरफ से अपीयर हो
इंटरफेस है। अब इसको कहाँ
दोनों का डिफरेंट नहीं होता।
अभी सरकार आ नहीं रही है, सरकार डिसीजन नहीं ली है। वो अगर हम डायरेक्शन देंगे सरकार को टेक अ डिसीजन तो बात दूसरी है, तब ये डिफेंड करेंगे जो करना है। नाउ इज अपियरिंग फॉर कमीशन, ठीक है।
the selection test at Bapu Sabhagar was paper was taken out.
This was 13th of December.
13th of December. Question paper was taken out, as a result of which the question paper got circulated all over the state and the question paper leaked. This is the foundation of, my lord, the list which started. And therefore, of the selection test has been compromised and a fresh selection test is required. Are wrong. So the argument has two facets. One, whether question paper leaked and whether commission justifiably should hold a re-examination of the entire state, or having a selection test confined to one center where selection process got disrupted. So certain figures should be relevant. अरे उसमें हम there were $359 applicants.
4 lakhs.
Admit card was put on my lordship's website.
4,83,000.
80,359. Out of which 4,48,470 only downloaded it.
Yes.
Total applicants who appeared three lakh 23,047. ये भी गलत है. This was, my lord, on 13/12. In Bapu Sabhagar, there were 912 centers across 36 districts of the state of Bihar.
Total centers across
912. Spanning across 36 districts, not 38.
36. Okay.
Bapu Sabhagar was 912. If Bapu Sabhagar is taken, so 911 centers, selection test was conducted peacefully on 13/12. So far Bapu Sabhagar is concerned, in Bapu Sabhagar, total number of appearing candidates 5,000. नहीं, 4 के नहीं, उस दिन total number of appearing candidates.
Where is this?
Examination center having capacity of 25,000 persons to sit and write exam.
It's in the Kumar region or on the main road?
Main road. It has capacity of 25,000 applicant candidates. 13 तारीख को यहाँ कितने लोग बैठे? कितने लोग थे कैंडिडेट यहाँ?
Yes. How many candidates were there in Bapu Sabhagar?
12,012. Sitting arrangement was made for 12,012. The candidates who appeared
5,000
was examination commenced at 12.
Timing of examination was 12 to 1:30.
Yes.
12 to 1:30 or 2?
2.
12 to 2.
And the candidates had to report latest by 11 a.m. Those who would have come after 11, even 11.1, they would not be allowed entry. So positively, every applicant has to appear at the center latest by 11. 1 hour is provided because, my lord, every candidate, not only candidate, every person who is in the center is staff. No person who is present in the center or at the center is allowed, my lord, entry with any electronic gadget capable of transmitting or receiving any message. And this has been scrupulously observed. There has been absolutely got entry or sneak with any electronic device.
Yes.
Apart from that, huge number of jammers were installed across all should exceed 13,000 approximately. And this was provided by Electronic Corporation, ECI, Electronic Corporation of India. Every step was taken to ensure that nothing comes in, nothing goes out. Bapu Sabhagar selection test commenced as scheduled at 12. Large number of applicants were writing their examination. A handful of applicants started disrupting, saying that there has been delay in distribution of question booklet The authorities handling the process, my lordships, keeping the sensitivity, and in order to ensure that the selection test passes smoothly, even assured those handful of applicants creating ruckus that they would be allowed extra time pretexts or some more, my lordships, allegations were cooked up, namely that the question booklets were not open in presence of the applicants, and so on and so forth. In a selection test of this nature, the number of applicants, my lordships, gradually increased, and only a minority of the applicants who, my lord, designedly wanted to disrupt the selection test. Their only object was to disrupt it on one or the other pretext. In this process, one government employee suffered injury. He was not being allowed to taken out to the hospital. He was anyhow shifted to the hospital, and reportedly he also died. They came up senior superintendent of police, my lord, rushed to the spot to contain any untoward happening, and thus the exam at Bapu Center got disrupted because those applicants who were also writing their exam peacefully, they were prevented, their question booklets were snatched. So it was a sinister design hatched up from before. Some booklets were taken out. It is those booklets which are reportedly being urged to persuade my lords to be convinced that they spread across all other centers. Were in any manner transmitted to any of the remaining 911 centers of the state of Bihar. BPSC has taken all precautionary steps, including ascertaining.
Just a minute. How come? I mean, we are absolutely in agreement with the what you say, every arrangement. But how these batch handful of people, they could come out of the hall with their booklets? They should have been stopped.
My lordships, it was a difficult situation, because if the number, in fact, my lordship, district administration reached there
and this ruckus took place inside.
It started inside the hall, and later it spread. The same applicants entered other halls. There are different halls.
But inside the campus.
Inside the campus. And we admit.
Inside the hall, they would be without any electronic gadgets.
Yes.
But outside
outside their friends were waiting. There are a large number of people who were waiting. They are awaiting outside.
Why? But why?
And they have a vested interest. Coaching institution is the biggest, my lord, nemesis of purity of examination. Anywhere.
You have the authority to regulate, not the recruiting agency, but the state.
My lordship's state
That let me not. We will be asking questions. You continue with your scheme.
And they took away some of the OMR sheets outside. But what I am trying to drive at is that OMR sheet did not reach any other center by any mode. Electronic mode. In fact, the OMR sheets were thrown out. The question booklet were thrown out of the boundary wall. That was around one. Question reaching other centers, it is impossible apart from the fact that BPSC has taken all precautions to avoid any infiltration. And it was foolproof arrangement. Inside the center was having, my lord, any electronic gadget to receive something or to transmit something. It could not have been possible unless it was taken physically inside the center. In none of the writ petitions, my lord, there is any material to show later on, my lordships, by sending some messages on Twitter, Instagram, etc., newspaper, a story, my lords, many groups join. When these kind of situations which they joined in this entire my lordship's episode, and then they started fabricating a story. Jammer did not work. Post examination, when BPSC to justify or material to demonstrate and prove the reports were called from every center. BPSC scrutinized it. BPSC evaluated every possible information which they could collect from their own machinery, including the complaints or, my lord, these messages, and then not a case which will require or which will possibly be taken as a ploy to cancel the entire selection test, and it would suffice to hold a re-selection test at Bapu Sabhagar alone. Because the report of district magistrate was very categorical. District magistrate had submitted a report to the commission regarding the activities at Bapu.
You will just give the reference later.
BPSC therefore took a conscious decision that it is in public interest, in the interest of, my lord, aspiring candidates, that entire selection test and hence a date for test was fixed on 4th of January 2025. On 4th of January, my lordships, the total number of applicants who appeared, 5943.
That is more than the candidates who sat,
Less than.
No, 5,900 and odd, you said. Five nine? 5,009. And the first time it was 5,900 and
5,900 odd below, and later on to day snatch, it could not be just how many other candidates have been. Since the total number of seat plan was for 12,012 candidates.
Sorry.
State, apart from these measures, has been videographed. If the court feels persuaded in any manner, even though there is no material, we can produce video graphed selection test any moment. Bapu Sabhagar was also having similar video facility. And it is in this context, my friends have taken to the report of district magistrate. My lordships, I am tempted to refer it again. Kindly come to the report of the district magistrate. If, my lord, on these grounds, the selection test is tinkered, disruptors are always there, my lordships. Howsoever stringent measures may be taken. Annexure C, page 52 of the counter available.
Yes.
This is the covering letter. Next page, my lord, his detailed exhaustive report. I'll take little time, my lord, in placing this report because this is the foundation for the commission to take a decision apart from other materials. परीक्षा की तिथि को सभी प्रतिनियुक्त दंडाधिकारी, पुलिस पदाधिकारी एवं पुलिस बल ससमय अपने कर्तव्य पर उपस्थित थे। सभी दंडाधिकारी द्वारा उपलब्ध करा दिया गया। विधिवत तरीके से प्रश्न पत्र का सील्ड बॉक्स खोलने के पश्चात प्रत्येक ब्लॉक ए एवं बी के विभिन्न कमरों में प्रश्न पत्र एवं ओएमआर सीट का सील्ड पैकेट उपलब्ध कराया जाने लगा। प्रश्न पत्र वितरण में 10-15 मिनट विलंब होने पर कुछ परीक्षार्थी केंद्राधीक्षक एवं वीक्षकों के यह समझाने के बावजूद कि विलंब के लिए अतिरिक्त समय दिया जाएगा, हंगामा करने लगे। परीक्षार्थियों की आपत्ति इस बिंदु पर थी कि उनके ही कमरे में सील्ड बॉक्स को क्यों नहीं खोला गया। शोरगुल सुनकर अन्य कई कमरों के कुछ छात्र भी बाहर निकल आए और बुकलेट एवं उपस्थिति पत्रक छीनकर फाड़ने लगे। उनके द्वारा यह अफवाह भी फैलाई जा रही थी कि परीक्षा रद्द हो गई है, जिस कारण कुछ अन्य परीक्षार्थी भी बाहर आ गए और बुकलेट एवं ओएमआर शीट लेकर परीक्षा केंद्र के बाहर परिसर में एकत्रित हो गए। उन्हीं में से एक परीक्षार्थी ने ट्रंक से प्रश्न पत्र का पैकेट लूट लिया और हाथ में लहराते मुंह के साथ गेट तोड़कर बाहर निकल गया। परीक्षार्थियों ने कई कमरों में जाकर उपस्थित पत्रक आदि प्रपत्रों को क्षतिग्रस्त कर दिया। इसके बावजूद उपस्थित दंडाधिकारी एवं पुलिस बल द्वारा स्थिति को नियंत्रित करते हुए शेष परीक्षा को संपन्न कराया गया। सूचना प्राप्त होते ही जिला पदाधिकारी एवं वरीय पुलिस अधीक्षक पटना भी केंद्र पर पहुंचे और स्थिति को नियंत्रित किया, अन्यथा भारी तोड़फोड़ एवं आगजनी कर परीक्षा नहीं होने दिया जाता। नियंत्रित परिस्थिति में विलंब निम्न कारणों से हुआ। चूंकि परीक्षा भूतल के साथ साथ सभी 5 तल्लों पर आयोजित की गई थी, जिसमें हजारों की संख्या में परीक्षार्थी भाग ले रहे थे। विधिवत तरीके से प्रश्न पत्र का सील बॉक्स खोलने के पश्चात क्रमवार तरीके से अभ्यर्थियों को प्रश्न पत्र उपलब्ध कराया जाने लगा। प्रत्येक हॉल में 273 अभ्यर्थियों के बैठने की व्यवस्था थी और प्रत्येक स्टील बॉक्स में 192 प्रश्न पत्र थे, जिसे 16 सील्ड टीएस बैग टेम्पर एविडेंस सिक्योरिटी बैग में रखा गया था। प्रत्येक टीएस बैग में 12 प्रश्न पत्र थे। अतः एक स्टील बॉक्स में रखे गए टीएस बैग को दूसरे परीक्षा हॉल में शेयर करना था, ताकि प्रश्न पत्रों को क्रमवार तरीके से परीक्षा के नियमानुसार अभ्यर्थियों को बांटा जा सके। टीएस बैग को एक हॉल से दूसरे हॉल में ले जाने तथा क्रमबद्ध रूप से प्रश्न पत्र वितरित करते हुए ऊपर तक पहुंचने में विलंब हुआ। परीक्षार्थियों द्वारा उनके ही कमरे में सील्ड बॉक्स नहीं खोले जाने पर आपत्ति की जाने लगी तथा प्रश्न पत्र वितरण को बाधित किया गया। यद्यपि केंद्राधीक्षक द्वारा परीक्षार्थी हंगामा करने पर आतुर थे। संपूर्णतया ऐसा प्रतीत होता है कि देर से प्रश्न पत्र बुकलेट वितरण का बहाना बनाते हुए कुछ परीक्षार्थियों द्वारा परीक्षा रद्द करवाने की साजिश के तहत सुनियोजित तरीके से अफवाह फैलाकर परीक्षा को बाधित करने की नीयत से बहिष्कार को अंजाम दिया गया। परीक्षार्थियों को परीक्षा समाप्ति के पूर्व परीक्षा केंद्र से बाहर बुकलेट प्रश्न पत्र एवं ओएमआर शीट आदि नहीं लेकर जाना था, लेकिन कुछ परीक्षार्थियों ने ऐसा कृत्य करते हुए परीक्षा की प्रक्रिया को भंग करने का प्रयास किया। अभ्यर्थियों के द्वारा परीक्षा कक्ष में हंगामे के दौरान एक वीक्षक श्री राम इकबाल सिंह को दिल का दौरा पड़ा, जिसे तुरंत अस्पताल ले जाने की व्यवस्था सूचना अनुसार उप वीक्षक की मृत्यु भी हो गई। ऐसा प्रतीत हो रहा है कि परीक्षार्थी के रूप में कुछ असामाजिक तत्व परीक्षा में सम्मिलित थे एवं उनका एक ग्रुप परीक्षा भवन में बाहर भी मौजूद था, जो कि बाहर से हंगामा करने पर आतुर थे। कुछ अभ्यर्थियों ने केंद्राधीक्षक को घेर कर परीक्षा निरस्त होने की घोषणा करने हेतु दबाव बनाया, लेकिन ऐसी कोई घोषणा नहीं की। इसके अतिरिक्त कुछ परीक्षार्थी तोड़-फोड़ एवं अन्य प्रकार से व्यवधान करने पर आतुर थे ताकि किसी तरह परीक्षा निरस्त हो। अतः जिम्मेदार परीक्षार्थियों एवं उपद्रवी तत्वों के विरुद्ध सख्त अनुशासनिक एवं कानूनी कार्रवाई करने के साथ साथ हत्या का मुकदमा भी दर्ज करने की अनुशंसा की जाती है। इस प्रकरण में कुछ कोचिंग संस्थानों की भी भूमिका commission which is on page 58. This has not been shown to my lords up till now. None of the petitioners have, my lord, shown this document. लोक सेवा आयोग में दिनांक 16/12/24 को 12 बजे मध्याह्न में हुए आयोग पीठ की पूर्ण पीठ की 46वीं बैठक की कार्यवाही। दिनांक इतना को आयोजित एकीकृत 70वीं संयुक्त आयोग को प्राप्त प्रतिवेदन के आलोक में आयोग के निर्णय के संबंध में उपर्युक्त एतद विषय के संबंध में आयोग को अवगत कराया गया कि आयोग द्वारा एकीकृत 70वीं संयुक्त प्रारंभिक प्रतियोगिता परीक्षा दिनांक 13/12/24 को राज्य के 36 जिलों में अवस्थित 912 परीक्षा केंद्रों पर आयोजित की गई। इसके अंतर्गत पटना जिला के एक परीक्षा केंद्र संख्या इतना बापू परीक्षा परिषद मौर्य विहार कॉलोनी कुमरार पटना पर कुछ परीक्षार्थियों द्वारा प्रश्न पत्र की सील वितरण से पहले से खुली होने और वितरण के बाद विलंब से प्रारंभ होने की बात कहकर हंगामा और भ्रम की स्थिति उत्पन्न की गई और परीक्षा बाधित की गई। जिलाधिकारी पटना द्वारा इतना को तत्संबंधी सूचना दिए जाने के बाद आयोग कार्यालय द्वारा परीक्षा केंद्र के संबंध में विस्तृत प्रतिवेदन समर्पित करने का अनुरोध किया गया, जिसके प्रत्युत्तर में उनके द्वारा 15/12/24 को विस्तृत प्रतिवेदन समर्पित किया गया। उक्त समर्पित प्रतिवेदन में प्रश्न पत्र वितरण में 10 से 15 मिनट विलंब होने की बात बताई गई। साथ प्रश्न पत्र के टीएस बैग पूर्व से ही फटे होने की बात कहकर प्रश्न पत्र लीक होने संबंधी अफवाह फैलाए जाने के कारण अन्य अभ्यर्थियों द्वारा भी परीक्षा में भाग लेने से मना करने, बुकलेट एवं उपस्थिति पत्रक फाड़ने की बात कही गई। जिलाधिकारी के प्रतिवेदन में परीक्षा प्रारंभ होने में विलंब के लिए निम्न कारणों का उल्लेख किया गया है। परीक्षा भूतल के साथ साथ सभी 5 स्थलों पर आयोजित की गई थी। प्रत्येक हॉल में इतने अभ्यर्थियों के बैठने की व्यवस्था थी। प्रत्येक स्टील बॉक्स में 192 प्रश्न पत्र थे, जिसके कारण प्रश्न पत्रों को एक हॉल से दूसरे हॉल में शेयर करना था। इसके कारण प्रश्न पत्रों के टीएस की जाने लगी। प्रश्न पत्र वितरण को भी बाधित किया गया। आयोग द्वारा उक्त परीक्षा केंद्र पर परीक्षा बाधित होने के फैक्ट फाइंडिंग के लिए आयोग स्तर पर भी समीक्षा की गई। समीक्षा के क्रम में जिलाधिकारी पटना द्वारा आयोग को सौंपे रिपोर्ट एवं बापू परीक्षा परिषद में लगे सीसीटीवी का वीडियो क्लिप को देखने से स्पष्ट हो रहा है कि उक्त परीक्षा केंद्र पर परीक्षा के प्रारंभ में कतिपय अभ्यर्थियों द्वारा परीक्षा को बाधित किया गया एवं अन्य अभ्यर्थियों को भी परीक्षा देने से रोका गया। इसके बावजूद बहुतायत संख्या में अभ्यर्थियों द्वारा सफलतापूर्वक परीक्षा संपन्न कर OMR आंसर शीट को समर्पित किया गया। पूर्ण पीठ को अवगत कराया गया कि वर्तमान मामला 27/12/2020 से हूबहू मिलता है। उस वक्त भी जिला अधिकारी औरंगाबाद ने विस्तृत प्रतिवेदन समर्पित किया था कि परीक्षा केंद्र 660 पर सील खुला होने तथा परीक्षा 12:30 बजे अपराह्न प्रारंभ होने की शिकायत करते हुए कुछ परीक्षार्थियों ने अफवाह फैलाकर परीक्षा को बाधित किया, जिसके कारण अन्य परीक्षार्थी परीक्षा में भाग नहीं ले सके। उस वक्त आयोग ने 2 वरीय उप सचिव की फैक्ट फाइंडिंग समिति का गठन किया गया, जिसने स्थलीय जांच कर अपना प्रतिवेदन दिया। इसकी विस्तृत जानकारी आयोग को आयोजित पूर्ण पीठ की बैठक की कार्रवाई में दी गई, जिससे स्पष्ट होता है कि कथित रूप से सामग्री बांटने में विलंब, सील खुलने रहने की अफवाह फैलाकर कुछ उपद्रवी छात्रों द्वारा शोर मचाकर परीक्षा को बाधित किया गया और अन्य छात्रों को परीक्षा देने से रोका गया। उपर्युक्त वर्णित तथ्यों जिला परीक्षा परिषद केंद्र पटना पर वीक्षक, सहायक केंद्राधीक्षक, अन्य स्टाफ इत्यादि की नियुक्ति तथा सीसीटीवी की व्यवस्था बिहार विद्यालय परीक्षा समिति द्वारा की गई थी। केंद्र पर मजदूर इत्यादि व्यवस्था करने की जिम्मेवारी भी बीएससीबी की थी। यह केंद्र पूर्ण रूप से बिहार विद्यालय परीक्षा समिति के प्रशासनिक नियंत्रण में था। आयोग के किसी पदाधिकारी की प्रतिनियुक्ति नहीं की गई थी, अर्थात उस केंद्र पर सुचारू रूप से परीक्षा का आयोजन करने की पूर्ण जिम्मेवारी बिहार विद्यालय परीक्षा समिति की थी। जिला पदाधिकारी द्वारा दी गई रिपोर्ट, बापू परीक्षा परिषद में लगे सीसीटीवी कैमरे की फुटेज, दिग्वीक्षक, सहायक केंद्राधीक्षक और केंद्राधीक्षक से हुए विमर्श इत्यादि स्पष्ट होता है कि बिहार और कुछ परीक्षार्थियों को उपद्रव करने का बहाना मिला। ऐसा केंद्र जिस पर 12,000 की संख्या में परीक्षार्थियों की परीक्षा ली जानी थी, उस केंद्र पर बिहार विद्यालय परीक्षा समिति द्वारा परीक्षा आयोजन की आवश्यक अग्रिम तैयारियां एवं रिहर्सल किया जाना था, लेकिन इस संबंध में बीएससीबी के पदाधिकारियों द्वारा गंभीर प्रशासनिक चूक हुई। यह हैरानी की बात है कि केंद्र से 10 स्टील ट्रंक जो पूरी तरह सुरक्षित और सील थे और जिन्हें खोला तक नहीं गया था, को भी दिनांक 13/12/24 की संध्या आयोग कार्यालय में वापस किया गया। स्पष्ट रूप से बापू परीक्षा परिषद केंद्र के प्रभारी पदाधिकारी 1920 अभ्यर्थियों को प्रश्न पत्र पहुंचाने में करीब 5300 परीक्षार्थी परीक्षा पूर्ण कर ओएमआर उत्तर पुस्तिका लौटा सके, लेकिन बहुत सारे परीक्षार्थी उपद्रवी तत्वों द्वारा रोकने के कारण प्रश्न पत्र विलंब से नहीं मिलने के कारण परीक्षा में भाग नहीं ले पाए। साथ ही विभिन्न न्यूज चैनलों पर चलाए जा रहे वीडियो क्लिपों से यह स्पष्ट होता है कि कुछ परीक्षार्थियों द्वारा एक परीक्षा परिषद केंद्र को छोड़कर राज्य के शेष 911 केंद्रों पर परीक्षा शांतिपूर्ण रूप से बिना किसी घटना के पूर्ण होने की सूचना केंद्राधीक्षक को जिला पदाधिकारियों द्वारा दी गई। वैसी स्थिति में आयोग कुछ उपद्रवी तत्वों द्वारा बापू परीक्षा केंद्र पर हुए हंगामे के कारण राज्य के 4,70,000 से अधिक अभ्यर्थियों करना उचित नहीं समझता है। उपर्युक्त वर्णित तथ्यों के आलोक में the commission considered every aspect of the matter and then it decided to have a re-examination on that particular center. And accordingly, the re-examination was held on 4th of January 2025. The test writing the mains. The total candidates who have, my lord, secured qualifying marks are my friend, my lord, instructs that 2,03,000 and odd. They have not secured, my lord, the minimum qualifying marks.
No, we are not concerned with that. We are not concerned with that.
Yes.
My Lordships, the Commission has filed an exhaustive counter affidavit dealing with every aspect.
In this case only.
Yes, in this case and other cases also.
So one counter affidavit we can
Will suffice. It's a very exhaustive counter affidavit dealing with all the issues which has been urged and which has been raised in the writ applications. Yes. That it is stated that after having exam 13 December 24 and 4 January 25 prepared by high-level committee of subject experts. An advertisement was issued on January 25 inviting objections, if any, about provisional answer keys from candidates during of not availing this opportunity of filing objections, whether the court in its discretionary jurisdiction can grant indulgence in favor of somebody who has not availed this opportunity. It was also informed in the press note that final answer keys will be published after the subject experts for all its examination is a part to keep exam process completely fair, transparent and inclusive. It is stated that Commission received about 4,900 objection suggestions from candidates with regard to provisional model answer of some questions of general studies paper. For question number 58, 101, 114 and 1117 of E series, for which examination held on 13/12/24 and 4 questions, question 5, 13, 79 and 91 of one I series, for which examination held on 4/1/24. Answer keys for all the questions for which examinations were held on 13/12/24 and 4/1/25. It may be added here that Commission doesn't interfere in such academic exercise and the recommendation of expert committee is considered as final. OMR sheets as an abundant measure of precaution. and transparency. The commission made all OMR sheets of candidates published and accessible.
What is this process?
Scanned. What answers they have given? What?
Perfect this time.
My lordship, based on experience, every examining body, including Public Service Commission, my lords, introducing reforms.
This is
Yes.
I'm hearing it for the first time that even the answer sheets are uploaded.
Will not take the tampered or any complaint.
My lords should now kindly come to the detailed, my lordship's evaluation done by the experts. Page book, lord. निकाल के दो हम। Page 64. I'll kindly come. प्रतियोगिता परीक्षा का आयोजन दिनांक 13-12-24 को किया गया। दिस इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू 13-12। उक्त परीक्षा में सामान्य अध्ययन जनरल स्टडीज विषय में लिखित वस्तुनिष्ठ प्रश्नों प्रश्न पत्र 1 से 150 तक के और समीक्षा दिनांक 17-1-85 को बिहार लोक सेवा आयोग पटना में आयोजित विषय विशेषज्ञ समिति की बैठक में संपन्न की गई एवं श्री ई के प्रश्न पत्र संख्या 1 से 150 तक के सभी प्रश्नों के उत्तर का जांचोपरांत objections. Now my lordships will kindly come to page, not only the answer, kindly come to page 65 onwards. How detailed consideration has been given. Question number 1, no change. To Delhi took place in 1912. In 1911, 1911, only the announcement regarding transfer was made. Tarachand history. That it was a weekly magazine. I mean, at different times, those were the days when my lordships were very few daily newspapers. They were monthly newspapers. They were weekly newspapers. I'll take to my lordships.
Question number 100.
So and so. Also, my lord, fire extinguisher. Question number 93. Mr. Abhinav was referring to this. Question number 93. Sodium bicarbonate, no change. Sodium bicarbonate produces more carbon dioxide than sodium carbonate when they react with sulfuric acid. Dill sulfuric acid is better than Kong sulfuric acid. P.N. Ojha is the editor of the book 100 Years of Indian National Congress. What was asked was asked who is the editor. Every objection has been taken into consideration, and therefore, my lordship, Supreme Court, times without number, including my lord in the
Mitchell and Vijay,
and also subsequent judgment of of my lord, the overall public interest and the interest of aspiring applicants. My lord, the view of commission should receive primacy. This is not an exercise, my lord, done in a casual manner. Kindly see, my lord should kindly see. It's a big. Next, my lord should kindly come to.
and you say that you don't interfere in all this process.
Yes, naturally.
Experts are experts.
BPSC, my lord, takes the services of experts.
All right. Yes.
Next page 68 is with regard to my lord will kindly come to page 69. There were four objections with regard to 4 questions.
All were deleted.
Deleted. Question number 132. And in every my lord decision, the experts have assigned reasons. It is not ipsit. Questions are deleted. Then naturally, my lord, on the remaining it becomes 150 and then it is rationalized in that way.
What strategy you had adopted? If an answer is wrong, then one number is given to all.
All.
What is the fun in deleting?
Fun in deleting is my lordship.
So you don't. So then it becomes 149 or
Yes.
148 or
Yes.
147.
Yes.
And then, so you're through.
This is a general tendency, my lord. Every applicant thinks that he has written better.
But let us not. I mean, they are young students. If they are,
I'm not criticizing.
उस पर क्यों कहें? उनकी अपनी.
I'm not criticizing, but this is. नहीं, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि हमने एग्जाम दिया तो मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि उनको क्वालिफाई करना चाहिए.
ठीक. अब ये बताएं. नाउ इसके अलावा क्या कहना है आपका?
नहीं, मेरा एक और है कि अगर हिंदी और इंग्लिश में डिस्क्रिपेंसी है, इंस्ट्रक्शन में है, then English will prevail. इसलिए वो टेक्स्ट भी नहीं उपलब्ध.
बात
1 मिनट सप्लीमेंट्री भी देख लीजिए।
हाँ, आप पहले कर लीजिए. When you say that you're done, then we will be asking questions. We have few queries to make.
हम लोग को भी रिप्लाई कर दिया जाएगा।
हाँ जरूर.
आप कितना
एक है,
exhaustive
उसी में से आप देख लीजिए. You will get a copy. As many number of copies are
Already we have filed in the counter in this case.
Why to take this?
लगे हुए हैं जो इसमें.
Why do you foster this argument? Why can't you give it?
हाँ हाँ दिलबाग.
इस बात को भी इंटरेस्टिंग
These
I mean, we do
these
not,
trivial objections, I do not
we
believe
do
in.
not accept trivial objection from anybody.
I don't-
Issue decide करना है. मुझे नहीं मिला, वो नहीं मिला.
I don't believe in trivial objections.
Never keep anybody dissatisfied where you have the capabilities of satisfying.
लीजिएगा. I need not, my lord, place each paragraph. इस पूरी तरह explained है. 3-4 paragraph.
Page number, Mr. Pandey. Tell us the running page number.
Presentation नहीं किए.
नहीं किया है, कहीं से बोल रहे हैं. वो कब फाइल किया? 3 to 5 है.
Filed on
वो समीर कुमार सिन्हा
हाँ,
छोड़ दिया. हम लोग के ब्रेक.
para 4 onwards.
ये हुजूर पेज है 620.
जी.
It is further stated that as per standard protocol of the commission, after strict physical frisking, candidates are allowed entry into the exam hall from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. for all the exams starting at 12 noon. Duties are barred from bringing any communication device like mobile, Bluetooth, iPad, etc. inside the examination center. They are allowed entry only after thorough and careful frisking by district police. As such, it is impossible for any candidate, staff or invigilator to carry any electronic communication device in the examination center. Further stated that about 111 centers during 70th CCE at strategic places to restrict, deny access to mobile internet connectivity. All jammers are activated once the last candidate has entered in the examination hall at 11 a.m. and continue to remain activated till the end of exam. Thus, all candidates are practically confined to electronically sanitized exam hall where there is possible for anybody to communicate with any candidate through mobile internet, whereas all CCTV cameras are activated prior to entry of candidates in examination centers 9:30 a.m. and continue to remain activated after completion of the examination. It is stated pathetic for the petitioners to claim. They have presented no proof as to how many had seen the question paper before 2 p.m. Furthermore, seeing question paper does not prove that any unfair means was adopted on large scale and does not prove that candidate was actually benefited. It is not an indication that exam process was vitiated. Even if some had seen the question paper, the petitioners have failed to throw light at the petitioners have so and so, so and so. Then my lordship, para 8 is also very relevant. That the averment made in so and so is related to economic offence unit. No comment is required. However, Deputy Inspector General Economic Offence Unit Bihar Patna informed the commission-wide letter that no action has been taken by Economic Offence Unit. No evidence was that respect to averment made in para 13 of the writ application. Each and every allegation has been.
देखिए आप फिर आपकी नंबर्स देखिए एक्यूरेट और सप्लीमेंट
My lordship, Mr. Kotu. वहां देने दीजिए ना. हाँ ठीक. Para 25 में kindly, my lords में kindly. Para 25.
Yes.
Kindly see first, it's first para itself. And then I will come to my lord relevant part.
Yeah.
PIL has been filed without any locus standi, and the two candidates who had appeared in examination had moved writ petition which were pending before single judge having a roster. Writ petitions were kept pending since PIL was pending before division bench, and the entire selection process is put on hold because of pendency of writ petitions, especially since the petitioners have sought for cancellation of preliminary test conducted and re-examination when the final examination itself is over. Para 21 on para 25. I'll start from para my lordship's 21. The mere fact that there was negligence on the part of invigilators in handing over the mobile phone before conclusion of examination cannot lead to cancellation of entire examination. Mere possibility of a malpractice having occurred for reason of the question paper having been uploaded after the examination commenced, but an hour before its conclusion, the commission cancelled the first session of examination on ITNA and conducted a fresh test. Hence, the commission was not concerned only with financial implication, and we are of the considered opinion that as has been held in Sachin Kumar, the commission balanced para 25, my lordship.
24.
Yes. 23. There is in fact 24.
हाँ वो कामगार यूनियन में जो कहा कि if he is a wayfarer, doors are shut for him.
Yes, if a citizen is no more than a wayfarer or
Officious intervener.
intervener.
Justice, too strict. Especially, you see, why I am personally speaking, I don't question the locus in a public interest litigation only for this reason, that in order to avoid the very system of locus, this PIL scheme was devised. Now, of course, a court bird or somebody who is trying to gain publicity, somebody
City was yes.
The way he was, the way he has been.
Since he was wearing a robe, we didn't say many things.
All right. Now there are few questions.
Yes,
You must.
judgment some दिखला देते हैं.
हाँ दिखा दीजिए उसको.
Engineers.
That was set aside by
That was set aside. That is my lordship's reported in 2021. Yes.
It was with respect to science, physics and chemistry. I wanted.
And the division bench considered almost all judgments of Supreme Court. Rendering the judgment.
Which
In
was,
division bench, my lord, it appears that
no, where you have given the. Yeah, the division bench of
DLJ, sorry. I am extremely sorry.
DLJ. हाँ ठीक ठीक.
कल साहिब जी कहते हैं कि आधा घंटा
नहीं हमारा जो जजमेंट हो डिवीजन बेंच का ये जजमेंट नहीं.
नहीं, आपका सिंगल जज का जजमेंट
with respect to have judiciary.
वो नहीं. This was a case of my lord engineers, assistant engineer. Mr. Harsh Singh was but this is interesting. My lord decided sitting singly,
Yes.
and the division bench comprises one of the judges sitting in division bench. And this court, my lord, this division bench has considered as to what would be the implication of not filing objection. It is the duty of the Public Service Commission not only to do justice but also seem to do justice, my lord, if this principle is stretched. To that extent, I am apprehensive whether any commission, much less my lord, Bihar Public Service Commission, would be able to finalize any selection process. It can't be an endless process. अंदर आते हैं तो
आधा घंटा बोले थे आधा घंटा भी नहीं लगेगा.
अभी देखे हैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने जो पॉडकास्ट में कहा है कि धैर्यवान होना चाहिए।
आप सीधे बोले से खाली रिमाइंड कर दीजिए।
Another division bench is, my lord, of similar effect. 2025 volume 1 PLJR page 583. Then, my lordships, the same commission, in almost identical situation, had cancelled, my lord, one center examination. 67, sorry, wrong questions with regard to. Then the division bench says, which objections can be considered? A very exhaustive judgment. Since, my lord, Supreme Court judgments are considered in all these division benches, I'll not.
With respect to questions,
Yes.
initial.
One more aspect which has been more or less conversed, that since there are two tests.
No, we'll be asking you unless you address yourself.
Yes,
आप मुझे एड्रेस करिए उसको टू टेस्ट्स का उनका आर्गुमेंट.
my lordships, there is no necessity of, my lord, rationalization. I'd say, which will, my lordships, prick the conscience. Result of
The normalization is not for pricking the conscience. Normalization is a process of standardization of results. So they say that first time when you said that there will be no.
my lordships, what difference does it make? They are applicants of 13th. They are applicants of 13-12. One applicant, my lord, who was appearing at Bapu Center,
Which private parties, one person whose petition is not here, he has argued. I don't know why the stand of the students kept on shifting. Initially, they were against normalization. Now they want
my
normalization.
lordships, it keeps shifting to suit the ultimate objective which they propose to achieve.
Now tell us one thing. Now, what was the process under which you called a meeting of all these coaching groups?
My lordships, they are. We called.
Why? But why did you call? You are creating that situation.
My lordships, calling meeting before the test.
They are not on this examination.
It was in the month of September.
We are not on the purity of the examination.
Who said we have taken questions from them?
You say
No. Where do we say that?
You have denied that.
Yes. No question. We don't take questions. My lordships.
But you held a meeting with
Yes, we admit, because
for
that
what
is not.
purpose?
My lordships, the commission takes, my lord, suggestion from different stakeholders.
And when you have an idea that owners, why do you have to call them? Why?
My lordships, it will be as a council. I may say that perhaps that that could have been, my lord, avoided. But that doesn't change the
No. Are we talking about, we are not questioning that. On that basis, it was something. Now, is your have you given a statement that you have followed the SOP to the word?
Yes. Which part of SOP, my lord? None of them has pointed out we have breached any of this.
Now tell me one thing. Now the district manager, अभी आपसे district. All right. Under what circumstance EOU was pitched in, and why did you not file a case against the person or group of persons? Only one student took out from the trunk.
We have filed case.
You have filed it. Give us the details of those cases. What action about? Was he a student? You must have identified.
Paragraph 13 of the counter affidavit of this party has stated
What have you? Only one case has been filed.
Yes, that is under investigation.
It is under.
Persons were arrested. Perhaps they have got the bail.
No, bail में जाना the अलग बात है.
That
And they were found inside the premises. They were arrested there. So therefore, there is a possibility of these people creating disturbance.
I'll get back with that information.
You get back with that information. Till that time, we will hear.
Yes, we will get.
So therefore, I think you are giving them a long rope, and you're going on back foot. Or we don't want to see. We want to.
Yes, my lord, commission in its note has said that they have.
Who all could be identified as students? It's very simple. It is very simple. You have the photograph of all such students who are applicants.
When there is a rumor.
No, humor, all right. You say that you had installed a TV everywhere. What is the use of it? This is only to identify, to see what happens.
Now,
who can? I mean, if 50 or 100 people can hold the entire state for ransom, I think it's your failure as a government. Who are these people? They can't be students with their pen and instrument box. But why? We have all sympathies for students, but let them be students only, no? तो कहाँ क्या किया है किसने?
11 students of Bapu Pariksha have been debarred. Allotted to the models.
Debarred. All of them have been granted bail.
Right. Some of the three, perhaps
I mean, question, all right. They have every right to object. Question, answers. It's only for that purpose that you upload it. But making it as a kind of rallying point.
I share the same sentiment with my lord.
First, we did not approve of your calling coaching center people for any opinion. That is the first ground for suspecting that there was a paper leak. Or maybe they knew, or maybe their centers, the questions given by them was uplifted and made. That's what KIL was. Get back to it. I mean, we will resume with this.
My friend was
Just a minute, mister. We will resume with this composition also. We'll finish.
I'll get back with the information.
250, go.
It's something, my lord, which I want to submit. Only I'll take 1 minute.
We will ask you.
I'll take only 1 minute.
No, till 2:15. You appear before us at 2:15.
Oblige.
Yes.
My friend was arguing as if there are coaching masters and there are honest scrupulous persons only in Patna and not other part of the state. In every center, there are tested elements who are interested in unfair means. My Lord will please consider it. Plan and everything was done. That's not, if that is a fact, it is everywhere. It's not that in Chhapra there is no such kind of coaching centers and there is no such agents who are interested in unfair means. It is everywhere. Now my friend says there is no evidence. Not I repeat it, my Lord. Again, I had already argued. There are series of complaints filed by we are supposed to lead evidence.
And you made that.
That point my friend has not answered. What was weighing in the mind of it? What was weighing in the mind where such a serious subject? Now kindly come to page, you know, other documents we have said.
Which case you are referring to?
Pappu.
After lunch.
Very good. Not the same bench will continue.
We have told you, no?
Yes.
We will postpone other matters. It must be.
No, yes, ठीक है इसको.
Either whatever we decide
yes.
take, we must.
Yes. हमारे लायक दोस्त बोले थे कि आधा घंटा के लायक.
अरे तो आपको उसके लिए बेंच
आधा
कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करके समय दे रहे हैं, फिर आप अगेन ना.
I don't think points that what will be answered by the respondent. We need not repeat those points.
You need not.
We need not repeat those points.
No, you will get an opportunity. You can say that.
What I'm saying is respondents in the reply matter. The arguments that have been done, some of the points that have been given by us. I'm afraid they are not even being touched.
Anyway, you remind us.
The argument is that everything is fair. All rules are followed in normal course.
I mean, what had you been? Forget about it.
That's
Whether we accept his argument or not is a different thing. But suppose you were defending the organization, what would you argue?
We were also under confusion in which state we have come. Such a fine administration of commission. Everything 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 4. That is a theory. What has happened in the practice, my friend has not answered. General, yes, rules are there. If it is followed, then good. But you are not following that.
That it is a solution.
The notional situation has been painted before the Lord. Notional, ideal. Where is it that that situation existing? That is the question.
ये प्लेक्सिट्यूडनस बोल रहे हैं, आप नोशनल बोल रहे हैं. बड़ा मुश्किल है.
क्या?
दोनों को कंबाइन कर दें तो बड़ा मुश्किल है.
दोनों चुन लीजिए, बात देखिए. बोला